and welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Baylie Barnes. Today I'm with Denis Oliverio from the U.S. Military and Power Museum. Thank you, Denis, for being here.
Thanks, Baylie, for having us. We appreciate it.
All right, so tell me, what is the Air Power Museum and what's your mission?
Right. Air Power Museum is not just a museum. Of course, we do acquire and restore historic and amazing air power aircraft from our past, but we also have an educational side, but we're really going to focus on the STEM areas for our next generation to learn about where aircraft have come and where they're going in the future.
And so where did you guys get the idea for this museum?
Right. Well, being here in Jacksonville, it's pretty easy to come up with that idea. We're surrounded with military aviation. Of course, we have NAS Jacksonville here, and with Cecil Field and with Craig. And I mean, when you look at Craig Airfield was the first place where the Blue Angels had their first air show.
So I know Jacksonville is a military town, and not everyone is in the military here, but would the normal family be interested in coming out to the museum?
Yeah, I really do think so, and we've set it up that way where, of course, this is a military town. There are plenty of military here, and we have plenty of military support, people who are interested in military aircraft, aviation specifically. But what we've tried to do is we've tried to make this museum interesting for everybody, whether you've got a military background, whether you've got an aviation background, whether you're young or old. It's going to have things that appeal to every age and every interest. So we're going to have games there. We're going to have a snack shop there, so that kind of the guys shopping, right? We find a chair or a bench to go sit down while the wife goes and shops for pocketbooks or whatever. And so what we're going to have there is we're going to have things that are going to be appealing to everybody. We're going to have things, games for kids to play. We're going to have simulators for kids and adults to go play in. We're going to have history that people can go learn about. And if you get tired, need a break, you can go over to the gift shop. You can go over to the snack shop. There are going to be plenty of things there for every age and every interest. Something for everyone to do. Absolutely.
So what would you say is going to be what are you most excited about that's coming into this museum?
I really, personally, for me, it's the history, it's the tradition, it's the respect to pay honor to our past, to pay honor to the military air power that's gone behind us, before us, and to kind of show where we've come and where we're going. I'm really excited about that. I think we need that here.
Show like the evolution of it. That's great. So what is your favorite aircraft?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I'd have to go in stages. I'd have to say, from yesteryear, I think I'm in a huge crowd that just loves the P-51 Mustang. I think I'm a big Mustang fan. But when you talk about what I personally have had involvement in, the CH-46, of course, most of my hours were flown in the CH-46 C-Knight in the Marine Corps. And so that will always have a very special place in my heart. And then, of course, second only to the V-22 Osprey, who I actually retired on the Osprey program, and it has a lot of sentimental value for me, seeing a new aircraft entered into the military that I had so much involvement in, trying to get that indoctrinated and introduced into the Marine Corps. So that of course would have to be one of my favorites.
Do you think you'll end up getting one of those at the museum?
I know we will.
Yes.
Only because our crew, Mr. Mosley, is an incredible asset because he has such a huge network where he can work his magic and get aircraft here, kind of like the OV-1B. I mean, this is the only airworthy OV-1B in the world, and we have it here.
That's fantastic.
So to have that here is quite an honor. And so I not only think we're going to have a V-22 here, I'm trying to have one where I can scratch and find my name etched on the side of it still. So we're going to see if we can get one of those here.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to come and volunteer and help out with you guys, how would they do that?
Absolutely. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to help us out in the beginning. And, Hands-on Jacksonville is we've established a relationship there, and we are going to rely on them greatly for us to work together to really use whatever assets we can to make this fun and enjoyable for all. Of course, like anywhere else, we want to try and be as low cost as possible so that we can turn that around and make the experience even better for everyone who comes. So all the volunteering that people can do is very appreciated and will be very needed.
How can they reach out to you? Through your website, or what's the best way to get in contact?
Yes, absolutely. The website, in that I have www.usmapmuseum, so that's usmapmuseum.org, and go on our website and check us out, and of course you can send, there are emails on there where you can send notes and send special requests, and so.
Great. Denis, thank you so much for being here today.
Baylie, thanks for having us. We appreciate it, and we look forward to being here, and we look forward to bringing you up in the OV1B Mohawk.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. All right, and thank you so much for watching at home. We'll see you next time on The Buzz.